Okay, so our timer's going. All right, we're gonna start right here, nice and simple. We're gonna march in place. I don't know about you, I have been sitting, I had exams, so we gotta get moving, slowly get everything going. So take your time, marching those feet out, take some deep breaths. I look so gloomy and shadowy, keep going. I'm trying to get this over. If you want, you can try. All right, so let's reach those arms up. I mean, you can see me, so that's okay. Reach your arms up, and back down, up, back down. Let's do 2 more. I know this is simple, but don't worry. Huh? But we're gonna get to work soon. All right, from here, we're gonna pull those arms down, and then push back up. Pulling down, and back up. Should have lifted my laptop up a little more. That's okay. Back down to work against yourself here. Don't just flail those arms around. Pull everything down as hard as you can, and then push up with all your might. Go ahead. Lindsay's gonna move the camera. Just keep going. Pull it down, and back up. No, lift it from the bottom. There you go. All right, keep going. And up. Oh, much better. Cool. Okay, back down, and up. Perfect. Yep. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, warming up those glutes a little bit. We're gonna do some squats, so belly button pulls in. We're going down and back up. Let's just go for 8. Here's 3. Pull that belly button in. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're gonna take that knee up and around, and then back and around, and then the other side. Up and around, back and around. Keeping everything tight, up and around, back and around. Keep it going, and around. Bring it up. So trying to stretch out those hips, get a little bit of motion in them. Say hello to them. They might have been in one position all day. All right, gonna do 1 more on each side. I lied, that's our last one. All right, kick yourself in the butt. Just to, again, get a little bit of movement. We're not going crazy here with the warm-up because our workout will get progressively more difficult, but we just want to do something. All right, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take the arms out. We're gonna warm up our wrists super quick, not like Saturdays. We're gonna take your hands out and pull your fingers back towards you, like you're trying to look at your nails. And now pull them down like you're showing off your nails. And then back up, and back down. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do a few circles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Okay, so we're going into our circuit. We have 9 exercises. So remember, we're doing each one 3 times before we do the next one. So I actually finally got a handy dandy timer, so I don't have to do my own. But it is not working. That's cool. Okay. All right, that's okay. All right, so regardless, I don't know why it's not working. Okay. So 45 seconds, starting right now, we're doing slow burpees. So we're gonna lower it down to our hands. We're gonna step back, back, in, nice squat, come up. Perfect. Lindsay got a timer for us. All right, back, in, and up. Keep going. So back, in, and up. Take your time. So when you come into that plank, squeeze your glutes, nice plank, step in, nice squat, and then all the way up. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. Back, in, up. Make sure you alternate which foot is stepping back. Back, in. Yeah, it started. Technical difficulties today. Keep going. In, and up. Keep going. Almost there. And relax. Okay. Oh, it's on mine. I thought this was yours. Okay, cool. All right, we've got 20 seconds of a little bit of a break. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so this is your little break. Shake your arms, take a breath, invite your family members or your neighbors. This is your chance to be like, look at how much fun I'm having. We're doing those slow burpees again. Here we go. So lowering it, back, in, and up. back, back, in, up. Pull your belly button in. And remember, alternate. Back, back, in, up. To make it easier, just go slower. You can take your time and really go through each motion. To make it harder, step up the pace. Keep it going. So the theme with today's workout was, there are the dogs. The theme was to get every muscle group in just about every interval. So a lot of total body going on. Last one. All right, was that 2 or 3? That was 2? Okay, we have one more. Even with this, I can't count. Okay, one more of those. And this is with an app that's counting for me. All right, so breathe. Remember, we're going again. We have 45 seconds. Last time, get it going. And this is fun because you get to hear me get all winded too. Remember, belly button pulls in. Good plank form. Just because you're moving in and out of that plank doesn't mean that your plank has to be really crummy. Breathe. Squeeze your glutes when you stand up. Make that count as a squat, because it is. Keep it going. We have 10 seconds left, and then you're done with this one. You can say farewell. 2, 1. Whew. Okay, we have 45 seconds now. Okay, cool. Keep moving. So our next exercise, a little bit easier on the cardio, harder on the legs. So if you want to grab weights, you can. Can you turn that light on, please? Okay, if you want to grab weights, you can. We're doing a squat to a lunge. So what that means, we're gonna be, I'll show you from the front and then from the side. We're gonna be in this squat, wrong one. And then we're lunging back, and then we're switching sides. But the whole time, we're staying low. So I don't want your butt to come up at any point. So when you do that lunge, this leg has to do a lot of work. So same format, that's much better, thank you. All right, 45 seconds, here we go. So get into that squat, and step it back, and in. Back, and in. You can add weights here if you want to. That is totally fine. I am not. Back, and in. Pull your belly button in, squeeze your glutes. Keep going. All of this turns into cardio, like it or not. Keep going. I'm gonna turn a little bit here so you see. Back and in. Keep your butt low the whole time if you can help it. Back and in. Look, the wall. Keep going. Woo, 4 seconds. Youch. Okay, relax. This class left people sore for a while last week. I was very happy. Moving this a tiny bit. We're gonna figure this out. All right, we have 10 more seconds of a break. Move around. That'd be a fun challenge. See how many people you can get to join you throughout the course of the workout. All right, back to that squat. Here we go. Back and in. Keep going and in. Breathe. Squeeze your butt here. Again, these could be kind of brainless. They could be like, all right, I'm doing it. But you can make it really hard. Sink down, squeeze your glutes, press your knees out, belly button in the whole time. Stay low, don't let your height change. Pretend there's a laser beam above your head and you have to stay under it the whole time. 10 seconds. 5. Okay, relax. Shake out your legs. That was 2, so we have one more. One more to go. Here we go. Get into that lunge, step it back. And in. Remember, hold weights here if you want. If you have a small child, put them on your shoulders, that's fine. If you've got books, hold them here. Use whatever you have. Keep going, stay low. Whew. I'm starting to migrate here, I'm shifting back. Keep going. We have 15 seconds left. Stay low. You got it. Breathe, 10 seconds. That was a slow 5 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. I lost that last one. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. Okay, next up, these will be fun. We're doing walking push-ups. So these are gonna be on your knees, unless you are superhuman, then you can do them on your toes. So what this is going to look like, I'll show you from a few angles. So from the front, you're gonna be in that plank on your knees or your toes. You're going to step the right hand out, do a push-up, back to the center, left arm out, do a push-up. So you're switching in the center. Nothing changes from the side. Right here, nothing else changes. I just move my arms. 45 seconds of these, 3 times, starting right now. So lean it on over, step that arm out, do a push-up, back to the center, other arm out, do a push-up. And keep this going. Do it on your toes if you can. Keep going. I keep hitting the wall. All right. So those legs finally get a break. Enjoy it. Work those arms. And remember, you can pick up the pace as you need to. You can go on your toes. If you're like, that's still not hard enough, you can essentially jump it from one side to another. But that's if you are up for that. All right, relax. 20 seconds. I'm not gonna jump forward. I will try these on my toes. So try them on your toes for as long as you can, if that's attainable for you, if that option is available for you, and then switch to your knees when you need to. I'll do that with you. Here we go. So stepping out, push up, back to the center. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of didn't want to push myself right now because I'm tired, but we're doing it together. Keep going. Stepping it over each way. Stay on those toes as long as you can. If you're already on those knees and you need a break, hold a plank. Keep going. Whew. 10 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. I'm dripping in sweat already. All right, we have one more of those. And then the next one's really not that bad. I'm not even lying to you. I'm not trying to trick you to get you to stay. It's really not that bad. It's a little bit of a break. But we have to get the last set of these done. So here we go. Either on those knees or on those toes. And remember, if you get tired, there's no reason for you to be like, I can't do this workout. You can. You can do a plank. That's it. And then if you get tired, take a break. But don't stop. Don't be like, I can't do the workout. I stopped, but you should still be going. So keep it going with those push-ups. Walking it over. Keep it up. You're almost there. You made it this far. Don't stop now. Come on, you can do this. You only have 8 seconds left. Push it through. 3, 2, 1. All right. I love seeing the cameras just go from like a room with a person to empty because you're on the floor. All right, so stand it back up. Like I said, next one is gonna be a lot easier. So I'm going to ditch my mat. You don't have to. So we are going to be in a kind of wide but normal-ish squat. And we're gonna turn the toes out into a sumo squat. So everything is out nice and wide, and then front again. My shoes are gonna squeak and drive me nuts. From the side, that looks like this, normal squat, turn it, sumo squat. So sumo squat, knees are back, butt is down. If you took bar, you did 1,000 of these. So let's get that going. So we're going down, and then out. Ooh, I lost my balance. And then back in, and then back out. Trying to just swivel and trying to stay low. Oh my gosh, I love actually seeing you guys work out. Keep going. You're my motivation. And Lindsay on the other side of the screen. It's very helpful. Working out in a green room totally alone is not motivating. All right, we're almost there. I'm not even lying. The outside of your butt should start to talk. Remember, you can add weights. Feel free. And relax. Woo, shake out those legs. But still, this one's not terrible. This one's a little bit on the easy side compared to what else we have lined up. But don't be scared. There are options. Keep your feet moving. Notice I kind of do like this little step. You can dance, do whatever you want. But we're going back to those squats. Here we go. Down, out. Down, and out. Keep it going. Down, out, down, out. Try to stay low the whole time. Try not to come all the way up. Of course, if you need to make this easier, you can separate it. That's totally fine. Otherwise, try to keep that little bounce going. Come on, Lindsay. Keep it up. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Youch. Keep moving. Shake out those legs. Hopefully, if you can't hear the music, turn on some of your own music. Easier than the silence. But we have one more of those, so get them started. Down and out. Down and out. The next ones are fun. So just get through this. And then there's a little fun surprise. Keep going. Out. Down. Breathe. Down. Whew. I don't know about you, but my legs are on fire. Keep it up. You got 10 seconds left. Come on. No stopping now. You made it this far. Keep it going. Ah! I'm sorry, that was probably super loud. All right, so next up, we're gonna drop down to the floor. So grab your mat again if you ditched it. Or you just long story short need something under your elbows. So if you wanna grab a towel, something like that, that's totally fine as well. It's hard to talk while you do these things. So we're doing an up-down plank. So again, knees or toes. If you get tired, hold your plank, knees or toes. But what that's going to look like is you're gonna be in a solid plank. You're going to lower down onto one elbow, onto the other elbow, press it up, press it up. Here we go. So we're lowering left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm. Now, right arm down, right arm up, left arm up. Now left, make sure you alternate. Down, down, up, up. Trying to keep your plank stable. As you get more comfortable, you can pick up the pace. So you don't have to keep it at this pace. You can even go down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Keep going. Remember, drop to your knees if you need to. Keep it going. 3 seconds. Woo. Okay, take a breath. I'm training my lungs to be a Broadway singer after all of this talking through exercising. It's harder than it looks. All right, we're moving on to the same exercise. Second set. Here we go. Lowering, down, down, up, up. Remember, if you get tired, take it slow. If you get tired there, take it to your knees. If you get tired there, hold your plank. Do what you need to do to get through it. I don't know why it's so dark today. Keep going. Maybe that'll be good. Keep going. Down, down, up, up. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna rain. Summertime is not a good time for indoor classes because it gets too dark. 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. I hope you're sticking with me. I have sweat like flinging off of me. It's gross, but it's good. So I'm training my lungs to be a Broadway singer. So last one, we got this. Get it going. Last set of these. So if you hate them, you're done with them after this. So give it 40 seconds of your all. Down, down, up, up. Trying to see what we have next. Ooh, easy one next. Yay, keep going. You're over halfway. You can do this. Stick with it. Drop to those knees if you need to. Try to keep going if you can. Come on, push through a little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Ready to collapse into a puddle on the floor. All right, so stand it on up. I'm gonna be shadowy, but oh, okay. So we're gonna come into a wide leg stance. Whew. In this wide leg stance, we're gonna be lifting a calf or lifting a heel, working our calf. So it's very subtle. Watch this foot coming up, and then the other side up. My legs stay totally straight. So we're just lifting each calf, each heel, squeezing your calf. I can't talk anymore. Okay, so pretty simple. Nice wide legs, wide legs. And then we're lifting the heel, putting it down. Other side, lifting the heel, putting it down. Keep your legs super straight. If your legs are relaxed, this is gonna just feel kind of easy. But squeeze your quads, engage everything. Think of lifting your knees up, squeeze your butt, lock your legs out, then lift onto your toes. Toes, toes. Keep going. Use this as a breather. Almost there. See, these are flying by because they're so simple. Oh, we're crushing it, you guys. Time-wise, we're making it through the list. Keep going. And relax. If you really are just dying to have calves of steel, you should come to bar on Wednesday. My calves were sore for like 3 days. That's good. All right, we're gonna step it up a little bit if you would like to. So if you want, staying right here, squeezing up, squeezing up, squeezing up. If you want to make it a little harder, you can come into this sumo squat and squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up. That's up to you. You don't have to. And then if you want, if you're Morgan, this is for you because you're a ninja. So if you want to make it even harder, both heels can come up. So take a break. If you're like, Jamie, this is too easy, you can always stay here. You can keep going. That's up to you. Personally, I think the breaks are a nice treat. So shaking those legs out. We've got one more of these. So back to that position, lifting a heel, lifting a heel. And then if you want to make it a little harder, right here, lifting a heel, lifting a heel. If you want to make it even harder, both heels, both heels. Keep going. Those glutes are probably already talking to you from all the other squats we did. So please, whatever you do, keep your hands off your thighs. I don't care where they are on your body, as long as they are not on your legs. So if you're in this super wide low squat, same thing, make sure you're not here, make sure your knees aren't here. Picture you're in a toaster. Don't burn anything. Keep going. And relax. Okay, we've got time. We've got time. We'll make time. All right, so next up, we are doing bear crawls. If you have never done bear crawls before, you're in for a treat. So I'm going to show you a few options in case you're like, no, I've never done those, nor do I think I can do those. So one of those options, you're in an all fours position, so like a tabletop. All you're doing, all that's going to change are your knees. You're going to pop off the ground. Barely. You can barely even see it. What I don't want is, I don't want the knees, I don't want the hips, I don't want the back to round. Nothing changes, but your knees lift up off the ground. I'm gonna pause the rest, you get an extra rest here. So in that position, if you're like, whoo, I'm trembling, you can stay there. If you're like, I can do a little more, what you're going to do is it's crawling, but with your knees off the ground. So those knees are off the ground. We're gonna take right leg forward, left arm forward, then left leg, right arm, and then we're gonna step back. 1, 2, front, front, back, back for 45 seconds. If you get tired, take a break, and then get back to it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and get it going. So we're stepping front, front, then back, back, front, front, back, back. The main thing here is keep your hips low. Your hips are going to try to creep up on you. Don't let them. Keep your back flat. Pretend you're a table. You're a nice traveling table. And then again, if you get tired, you can hold that tabletop. If you get really tired, you can drop it down, lift it up. Drop it down, lift it up. Otherwise, try to keep going in that bear crawl for 10 more seconds. And relax. The stretch at the end of this is gonna feel super califragilistic. All right. I think time-wise though, I need to cut one exercise. No, we'll have time. All right, we're gonna go again. Here we go. So front, front, back, back. Keep going. If you have a lot of space, feel free to just go, like go a long distance forwards. We're just doing front and back because we're all at home. We don't all have a lot of space, so we're making do with sticking to that mat length. And same thing, you can pick up the pace with these. Five seconds, keep going. And relax. All right, breathe. After this, we only have 3 exercises left. And then that glorious cool down and stretch. I think we're okay. I think so. And besides, I've got time if you want to hang out like 5 extra minutes to stretch more. So last of these bear crawls, get those knees up. Woo! Here we go. Front, front, back, back. It's also a brain game. So that's always an important part. If you found yourself like watching a lot of Netflix and you were like, oh, brain, you do the bear crawls. You get your exercise, you get your brain going. Keep it going. 3 seconds. Woo, okay. Youch. All right. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the next one. Not gonna be easy, but we'll get through it together. You'll see me struggle bust my way through the next 45 seconds. So this position for our next one, we're doing inchworms. You might have done these if you've done a class with me. So an inchworm traditionally is going to be sliding your feet, but since most of us have sneakers on or your surface might not allow for that, I'm gonna pause this again. We're gonna tiptoe the feet. So picture an inchworm, like scooching up, down, like that little weird thing. You're doing that with your body. But instead of sliding, unless you can slide, if you have socks and a slippery floor, by all means go ahead. But otherwise, we're gonna start in a plank, and then you're gonna pull your belly button in, tiptoe those feet all the way in, as close as you can get them. And then we can't go forward because we're not gonna have enough room. We're gonna walk the feet back. And then up, as close as you possibly can, and then back. If you have room, you can walk the feet up, walk the hands out, walk the feet up, walk the hands out. I'd sweat everywhere, so I'm keeping it to the mat. But take another breath. We have 10 seconds left here. You can also do these on your forearms if you're like, my wrists, they cannot. You can do the same thing right here, walking the feet out and then back. It's just gonna be smaller. About 45 seconds, here we go. The timer already started, so you got 4 seconds cut off with this interval. Here we go, so walking those feet in as close as you possibly can, and then back. And then in, and then back. Little steps. In, pull your belly button in and back. Woo, keep going. My hands are slippery. And back. I might need to get a towel for my hand. Keep it going. 5 seconds. Relax. I hope you're sweating. I hope it's not just me. Oh, thank you. The benefits of teaching at home. All right, so you need a towel, grab a towel. Otherwise, we're going right back into it. Here we go. Oh, much better. Thank you, Lindsay. Walk those feet up and then back. So I can also show you a little simpler here now. On those forearms, walking it in and then walking it out. Keep going. Whew. When the sweat starts pouring off, I feel like I need to be in a Gatorade commercial. Like those scenes. Keep going. And relax. We got one more. Just one more. We're almost there. Take a breath. Breathe. We're gonna have to scrap one exercise. I know which one we're gonna scrap. Huh? Oh. All right, last one. Sorry, got distracted. Last one, get it going. 45 seconds. The dogs are hype. It's the last one. Keep going. Walking those feet in, picture a little worm, and then walk it back. Walking it in, little worm, and back. When you walk those feet in, really try to push the floor away. Try to get your butt over your shoulders. Keep it going. Whew. Breathe. Back. Ouch, almost there. Last one. And okay, time-wise, I want to do all of them. We're gonna do all of them. So all that means is we might just get a tinier stretch, but don't worry, tinier, shorter doesn't mean less intense. So stand it on up. All right. Whew. Okay, so our next one is a slow and controlled front kick to back kick. So it's not really a kick, I just didn't have anything else to call it. So what we're gonna do is, standing up tall, you're gonna swing, controlled, it's more of a raise. You're gonna raise one leg up, that same leg is gonna stay straight and swing to the back. Your body's staying in a straight line. So it's up and then back. Ideally, no hands. Just make sure your body stays in a straight line. What I don't want is all of that. Don't be a puppet, like a muppet. I don't know. 10 seconds left. So, we're swinging that leg front to back. So, here we go. We're gonna keep it on one side. So it's controlled front, pull your belly button in, back. If you can help it, try not to touch this foot to the ground. So I have my left leg up, my left leg is not touching the ground. If you need to, of course, you could pause, lift, pause in the center, and then lift. Whatever you need to keep it nice and slow and controlled. So that standing leg, that butt cheek on that side, should start to talk to you. Keep going. 3 seconds. All right. Hopefully you were feeling it on the side that you were standing on. That supporting leg is doing a lot of work to keep you there. So Hopefully it was talking to you. All right, for time's sake, we're gonna switch sides. So you only have to do it once on each side. You're lucky. All right, so the other leg now is lifting up, and then keep your body in a straight line and bring it over. Ooh, lost that side. Keep going. Remember, fight for your balance. It's gonna get better if you work on it, not if you start to fumble and then you just put it down and say, well, I don't have it. That's like trying to lift 200 pounds and being like, well, I can't. I guess I can never touch a weight again. No, you gotta start somewhere. So fight for your balance. Make a lot of improvements when you're working on it. Keep going. Try not to touch the ground. Pull that belly button in. Squeeze that butt cheek on the side that you're standing on. Woo. 4 seconds left. And relax. Okay, so yeah, we'll do our last exercise now. We'll skip ahead. So come on back to the floor. Swipe up. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we're coming to the ground. That's cool. I just downloaded this today, in case you couldn't tell. All right, so I'm gonna use this for my arm again. We are doing side hip raises. So you have 2 options here. We are going for 45 seconds on each side. That's a long time. If you want to switch back and forth between 2 versions, I'll show you those. So what we're doing, we're going to be on our forearm. So I'm on my right forearm and on my right leg. Take it away from the wall. What we want to make sure, we're going to be doing reps, lifting the hip up and then lowering the hip down. What we want to make sure of is that we are pushing the floor away with the shoulder. So when you lift up, you're trying to think of getting your, in this case, my left shoulder. I'm trying to get it to my right knee. That's the idea, is getting my shoulder to my knee to really pinch right here, and I'm lifting up with my butt. When I come down, I am still pushing the floor away with this shoulder. You don't want to lift, sink, lift, sink. That's a bad time for your shoulder. So keep pushing the floor away. Only other pointer, then I promise we'll get to work, is that it's a weird angle, but it's worth it. When you lift your hips up, you don't want your butt back here. You don't want your elbow and knees in line and your butt not in line. But same thing goes for this way. You don't want to be arching forward. You want it all to be in a straight line from your elbow to your butt and then your butt to your knees. So one straight line. That's one thing that if we were in person, I'd come around and I'd probably push everybody's butts forward because they always push back. So 45 seconds here. And then if you're like, I'm bored, I want more, you can always come to your feet and do your dips here. I am not. So 45 seconds here, get it going. Yeah, so I wanted to do these because you feel these a lot in your butt, and the other ones you'll feel a lot more in your obliques. These get all of the above, but I want us to focus a lot on our butts. So that's why we're doing these. So make sure you also pull your belly button in. This is a side plank. So remember your core, it's like an apple. It's 360, it's not just the front. You don't eat an apple and you're like, oh, just the front has a core. Like, no, apples don't have a front. We do, but our core is still 360. Keep going, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We are doing the same side. I'm gonna repeat that. The same side. Do not switch sides. Lindsay, switch sides. Don't switch sides. All right, same side again. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go. Squeezing up, lowering down. So another one where it's like, okay, I'm doing it, versus, okay, I'm pressing away, I'm squeezing my butt, I'm really trying to get my shoulder to my hip, my abs are gonna cramp, and then lowering down. Trying not to rest on the ground, and then right back up. So you can pick up the pace, but only to the point that you're moving a little faster, but you're still controlling it. You don't want it to be like a tempo thing of up, up, up. That's not this exercise. So that shoulder, if you're really trying to drive your shoulder towards your knees, should start to feel it as well. As well as your butt and your obliques. Relax. We have, yeah, that was 2. Okay, one more on this side. Then we'll switch sides. So one side is gonna start to get tired. That's good, that's okay. And same thing if you want to make it harder. Like I said, you can come onto your hand and onto those feet. And then if you need to make it harder still, you can put a weight on your hip. Get it going. Last one. And even if you're on your knees and you want to make it harder, again, you can put something right here. Whether that's a bag of, I don't know, dogs are barking, bag of dog food. Maybe it's like a jug of water, whatever, if you want to add some extra weight. Ooh, this third set's starting to get difficult. Keep breathing, keep pulling your belly button in. Don't forget about the front just because you're feeling it on the side. Squeeze your glutes. Drive that shoulder towards your knees. There's always things to be thinking about. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Ouch! Okay. Other side. This is your last exercise. Flip it over. Ooh, there's always that super uneven feeling when you've only done the one. Oh, I forgot, we have a longer break here. Nice, guys. We're crushing it. The profuse sweating has come to a slight stop. All right, and then after this, we're stretching, so don't run away. Unless you're like planning on going for a run, then maybe don't stretch, but I would love it if you would stay and stretch with me. But that being said, we're going to the other side. So get set up, make sure that your elbow is in line with your butt and your butt is in line with your knee. So one straight line, same idea as the toaster. You're in a toaster here. Get it going. Squeezing up and back down. Up and back down. The whole time we're pressing the shoulder towards the hips, and on the way down, we're not just flunking into the shoulder. We're keeping the shoulder away from the ear the whole time. On the way down, shoulder away from the ear. Keep it going. Side feels like a break after doing 3 on the other one. Whew. Breathe all the way up, really squeeze it at the top. Oh, I realized I haven't had all of you for some of my other classes, so I'm going to share my favorite analogy ever with you as soon as we move on to the next interval. All right, relax. 20 seconds of a break. So my favorite thing ever to think of is picture when you cut a lemon in half and you go to juice it into something. Like how you barely have to squeeze it really, and you kind of squeeze and a lot of the juice comes out. But then you're like, no, I need more lemon. So let's go to the other side. I'll continue. Here we go. Lifting up and down. So you squeeze the lemon and then you want a little more. And if you put in a little extra work and you really squeeze that lemon, you get the extra juice out. So the same kind of concept, at least for me, works when I'm doing anything like this. When I squeeze up, I'm like, okay, I juiced the lemon. But then you want to squeeze that little extra bit to get that last little bit out and then come back. That might have just sounded like a bunch of baloney. Ignore me if it did. But I notice sometimes I say that and people go a little farther, which is what I want. Keep going. One more after this and then we're going to stretch. All right, relax. You got one more. That's all. Just one more. Juice the lemon. So I always say juice the lemon when we're doing things like that. And then for your shoulders, I always say juice the lime. So citrus. All right, we got 3 seconds left. And it's your last one. Get it going. Last one. And then you get to stretch. Keep it up. Juice that lemon. I suppose a lime would work for the same kind of analogy. Keep going. Pull that belly button in. Drive your shoulder towards your hip. Squeeze your butt. Don't forget about the front. Ten seconds left. Keep pushing. And relax. Woo. Oh, it beats a bunch because we're done. Okay, so now I'm in charge of this timer now. All right, so if you want, kick your shoes off. I'm going to for this stretch. So take your shoes off if you want to. Grab a drink of water if you want to, and then we'll get to it. All right, to start, let's start standing since we're pretty much all up anyway. We're gonna have those legs nice and wide. We're gonna take the right arm up and over. So we just worked this left, or I'm sorry, I'm doing it backwards. But we just worked those sides. So those sides are probably like, ooh, that's good. We want the ooh. And then switch sides, leaning the other way. The nice thing about those planks is they kind of bring the heart rate down a little bit. Keep holding it there. They got their workout in, I can't complain. All right, other way again, reaching over. And one more time the other way, reaching on over. These just feel good because we just worked all of this. All right, we're gonna move right into the juicy stuff. We're gonna turn ourselves over. So just for the sake of me stumbling over my words, I'll put the right leg forward. So right leg is forward. We're gonna move the left leg back. So we're coming into a high lunge. I don't know if you can see, but my heel is lifted. We're dropping the hips down. We don't wanna be out here. We wanna keep the chest up. Make sure your butt is not arching back. You wanna think of zipping your pants, so tuck your pelvis under, and then pushing it forward. I didn't even start my timer for that. All right, we're holding it for what feels like a good amount of time. So trying to push your butt forward the whole time while dropping your tailbone down. So picture your tailbone. You don't want it pointing out. You don't want it pointing that way, but you want it pointing straight down. From here, we're gonna lower the back knee. Take your time, uncurl the toes. If you want to, you can always put a little pillow or something underneath your knee if you want some extra cushion. Otherwise, we're here, we're tucking tailbone again. Not tucking, we don't wanna be here. We don't wanna be here. Straight down, and then pushing your butt forward. Keep holding, oh wait, did something happen? Ah. Technical difficulties everywhere. Oh, Zoom kicked some people off. Oh no. I'm glad you guys are still here. I noticed the list was changing. It's kicking people off. I don't know why. All right, so pushing your hips forward. All right, from here, you are welcome to either stay here or you can take, so right leg is front. You can take the left arm to the outside of the right leg. And then if you want, you can use the right arm to push in. I did this last week. I got to turn this way. So right leg is forward. Left arm is around it. If you want, you can take the right arm palm to palm and use that hand to swivel your chest around. Otherwise, you can just stay here. And if you want, you can take the left arm and kind of hook it over to twist. This right arm then just acts as a little bit of a propeller kind of deal to push yourself around. And then slowly swivel yourself back to the front. So again, stop where you need to with flexibility, please. If you want to though, you can come forward a little farther and bend the back knee. And then if you want, you can grab the foot and bring it towards your butt. I am cramping like crazy. Stay there if you can. Pulling that foot in. Is that my music? Oh, did my music just get really loud? Pulling that foot towards your butt. All right, and then slowly let it release. We're gonna push our butt back onto the left leg, flexing the right foot. So we're sitting on the left leg, the right leg is straight, and we're leaning over towards that foot. I don't know why my music got loud, and now Zoom is kicking people out of the party. So move where you need to feel a stretch here. I like to think of getting my belly button to my ankle. So just keep reaching. And then if you would like to, you do not have to, you can come up here to either this little half kind of split bent over thing. And then if you want to, you can slide the front leg out and see how far you can go. This class is supposed to have a heavy stretching element, so I've got to reach all of those people who feel like getting really bendy. So this is your little opportunity here to kind of work on getting those legs in total opposite directions. But remember, You can just stay here if you want to. You don't have to be all the way out. All right, to come out of it, sit down on your butt and swivel it to the other side. Easiest directions of the entire class. Sit down on your butt. All right, let's come to the other side. So now left leg is gonna come forward and we're gonna be in that long lunge with that back heel lifted. So remember, making sure your butt's not out here. We wanna drop the tailbone down and then push the butt forward. And if you're not feeling the stretch because you're so focused on your balance, hold on to something, that's okay. I'd rather you be able to sink into the stretch than be frustrated by wobbling. That being said, if you wobble a little, fight for it. We stayed here a while, so we're gonna stay here a while again. Take some deep breaths. We're gonna stay here for 3 more breaths. Last one. And then lowering the back knee down. So same thing, making sure your tailbone isn't sticking out. Dropping the tailbone down, pushing the hips forward. So here is your chance. If you want to go a little deeper, you can stay here. You could also do a back bend. We did those last week though. So if you want, left leg is forward. You can take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. So you could just stay here. You can just use that arm. You could use the hand to kind of try to turn your chest around. If you can get the arm, you can leave just the arm. Then if you want a little more, you can take your hands, make this little sandwichy position, and then use that left hand to swivel your chest to the back. These are all just options. Stop where you want to, stop where you need to. You can try one, come back, move around. And slowly come on out. And we're gonna push ourselves all the way back. So we're sitting down on that right leg now. Left leg is straight out in front of us. That leg is straight, like I said, flexing your foot and reaching over. So again, do what works for you. If you're feeling super bendy, you can try to reach past and grab your wrist, but we're sitting on that right foot. So that right foot is kind of like your little stool here. Try not to just collapse. Try to keep things lifted at least a bit. All right, and then come on up. So that left leg is still straight, that right leg is bent, and you can take the torso over. And then if you would like to, this is your super bendy moment to try to slide all the way out. Again, don't have to do any of this if you're like, no. You have so many other options. So no reason to not keep stretching in the same general idea of the stretch. Regardless of where you are, let's flop onto our butt. Nice and comfy. We got 1 minute left. Bear with me if you can. We're gonna come to a comfortable position. So if you wanna sit in a chair for this, I don't care. If you want to sit with your legs out, I don't care. However you're comfortable, just seated somewhere. We are going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Relax your shoulders. And switch to the other side. So I was talking to some people and I got some emails from people that were super nice saying that like they were feeling down or sad and they came to class and they felt better. And I was like, that's literally the only reason I do what I do. No, I have other reasons, but that's why I like doing what I do, success. So like take a little moment for yourself to give yourself, you can literally do it or figuratively, switch sides, give yourself a pat on the back because it's a Monday night. If you had to work today, you're probably like, ugh. If you had to go to school today, I'm with you. Ugh. Like not in the mood. It'd be a lot easier to sit down and watch Netflix and do anything else, other side again. But you came to class and you did something really good for yourself and you crushed it. I saw you, I saw some of you. Switch sides. So regardless of what you did today, you did this and you should be really proud of yourself for doing that. All right, drop your chin to your chest. And if you're like, yeah, but now I'm dead, it's a good dead. Lift your chin up towards the ceiling. If you're like, I can't move now, but it's a good can't move now. All right, we're gonna roll our head all the way around in one direction. And the other way. Bring your shoulders around really quick. I know we started 2 minutes late, so I won't give you 2 extra minutes. And then roll your shoulders forward. Take that moment to be like, yeah, that's right, I'm a boss. I did this class. I sweat like crazy. I was slipping and sliding all over my mat. Reach your arms all the way up. Give yourself a little wiggle here. Be like, yeah, that's right, I did it. Squeeze your face cheeks and give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! Nice job, everybody. I hope you are as sweaty as I am.